Are you a musician trying to figure out how to register a song featuring another musician with CAPASSO? Welcome to this episode where I plan on demystifying just that. Now, to make this process simple, I'm going to head over to my PC and show you step by step on how to register a song that has a featured artist. But before I get off, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as it helps me know what you're looking for. So let me head over to my PC and show you step by step on how to register a song with a featured artist. So you want to go to CAPASSO, portal.capasso.co.za, and then once you're in there, log in. I've done a tutorial before that shows you how to get here. So let's just log in. Then once you have logged in, you'll see all your works that are already displayed over here. So the first thing you want to do is add a musical work, and then you put in the information that's required. So I'm just going to put in no love. The version type is important. It's an original work. And then music type, general usage, you can keep it as general usage. Transaction type. So what you want to do is make sure all the headings with stars are filled out. So transaction type must be filled. Leave that at is. Type of write, mechanical write, leave that at is. And then category, you can make it domestic or international. I'm going to leave it as domestic. Okay. Library section, you can leave that empty. Okay. And then writers in work. So this is the important part where you can add other artists. So you add yourself first in. Sorry, click in there. Take some time to search. Last time I remember. No, not to add that person. It takes quite a while to find you. It's weird. And then it should be direct writer. So I'm not going to put the one that says no IPI name. So I'm going to put in the second one, direct writer. Okay. The role, composer, author. So in this case, I was just the author because I wrote the lyrics, or lyricist in this case. Included territory, South Africa, world. So I'm just going to keep it in South Africa, but you can do world with CAPASSO. So let me keep it as world to make things simpler, and then make sure category then has to be international. So this category field under work info has to kind of match included territory. So I'm going to just put in world. Okay. And then in terms of copyright share, 50%, mechanical rights share, 50%, performance rights share, 50%. And then the performance, this I'll keep as is, don't change. CAPASSO will be the mechanical rights. PRO will be Samro. Okay, this is kind of tricky because technically, okay, I'll come back to that. Leave that for now. I'm going to leave the included area to just South Africa and then keep that into local and domestic because of my situation. But generally speaking, for you, you should be able to put in international, and then over there, international, and then over here, you can put in world. Okay, now you want to add another writer. So I have someone else who made the instrumental, Adrian. So you kind of want to, you want to find the person who made the beats. So sometimes they don't exist. I'm very surprised. It just takes a very long time to find the person that you're looking for. There's multiple of the same person. As you can see, they've been put in multiple times. Not too sure why that is, but I put in direct writer. I'm always looking for direct writer because that means the IPI is already associated with the person. If the person is not registered with CAPASSO already, you can click on over here. It says add new. And then you can manually add the new writer. Put in the name and just press and save. When you do that though, it'll come up with this no IPI version, which is also okay. They'll be able to link it. Then you go to where it says role. So Adrian was the composer, so the beat maker in this case. Territory, I'm going to leave it as South Africa. And then copyright is 50, Canada rights 50, performance right 50. and I know he's affiliated with Samro and CAPASSO. And then if you have more writers, you just click here and rinse and repeat, keep on adding until you have added everyone who needs to be added. Now we go to recordings. This is where you add in the name of the song. So the name of the song is the same as the recording title. There's no other information. Over here, I want to add in the IPI number because I have that. What you generally want to do, you want to add as much information as you have so they can link everything to you. So the language is in English. The duration is 2 minutes 30 seconds. And then over here, we'll look for Scale Music SA. There it is over there. Then if you have a record label, you can put in record label or you can leave it out. The release date, you can put that in. I'm not going to put in a release date right now because I'm not sure when I'm going to release. Alternative titles, you can leave that out, and that's pretty much it. All the information, just make sure everything is starred and that the total copyright share equals 100%. Then when you go right to the bottom in the disclaimer, make sure things are correct, declare liability if things are not as is, and then you click on save. But then sometimes you will have errors, and this is where we come back to find where the errors are. Okay, at least one writer must be a composer or composer and author. So that's the weird part. This is where things start getting tricky. At least one writer must be a composer or composer author. Over there, I'm gonna have to change myself to composer and author. This system is very finicky, so you kind of have to figure out what the error is and then modify accordingly. Click on save, and then it finds an error again. So that's where you come back and then not allowed in original works. So it's having an issue with the role. So I'm gonna make Adrian a composer lyricist as well, and then go down, click on save. So you saw what I had to do there. I had to do multiple things just so the system allows me to submit. So I've made myself a composer author and I made Adrian a composer author, which in essence is okay because we sharing 50-50, so it's not a major issue. But just remember, when you do this, you may need to change a few things just so the portal allows you to update. But other than that, it's a pretty simple process. Don't forget to subscribe if you found this video useful, and leave it in the comments to help other people know that you may have found this video informative. Until next time.